So who's your top fantasy freshman so far, Paul?
Well, a number of these guys have carved out roles in the top 6. I want to give the nod to a few people. First off, Lucas Raymond came out of nowhere to lead all rookies with 35 points the year to date, playing right wing minutes on the top line next to Dylan Larkin there. A great spot for him. We've all seen the Trevor Zegras highlights. He's also got 32 points, ranking second in the league in among rookies. Second line center, he's been playing first line minutes as well on the wing with Ryan Getzlaf. Not a bad place in either situation. And I look for him to be right there in terms of the point totals at the season's end. Coming up fast on the outside, Michael Bunting, an older player than most of the rookies this year, but he's got a prime assignment now with Matthews and Marner on the Leafs top line, and he's cooking right now. He's got 29 points, closing in on the other point leaders. The only defenseman in my top 5, another Detroit veteran, Moritz Seider, a big guy who was jokingly referred to as a next Nick Lidstrom, but the early returns are very positive on him too. 29 points and a plus minus that's almost flat for a team that is in the lower half of the league. So kudos to him. And then Anton Lundell, playing in Florida, he's moved up and down the roster a lot this year, but fits in among their top 9, and he's got 32 points, so he's my number 5 guy.
All right, Pete, which rookie are you giving this award to?
I'm going to go with the last guy that Paul mentioned, Anton Lundell. If you could lead all rookies in your class in even strength points at the halfway mark or the all-star break, whatever you want to call it, as a third liner, that is incredible stuff. And I know that the Florida Panthers are a very robust fantasy team and a great home team in general. You know, we like to call them on our podcast, NHL Fantasy on Ice, the puck line Panthers, because they've been extremely effective at winning by more than a goal and a half. So, and Lundell has been a big part of that. Like Paul mentioned, Barkov missed some time. Sam Reinhart, as good as he's been, it seems like every other couple of games he's missing because of the suspension or because of a minor injury or something like that. But Lundell, even when he's on line 3, has been outstanding this year. And I think he's a dark horse for the Calder. I mean, as much as you could talk about Zegras and his flair and Raymond and what the Red Wings guys are doing, including Nedeljkovic, the goalie, none of them have been consistent enough so far to separate themselves from the pack. So therefore, I think it's still up for grabs. And maybe one injury to the forward group in Florida could be all that it takes for Lundell to make that jump towards the top spot among rookies. So I'm giving him a major shout out for what he's done so far against the circumstances, which have been against him.